Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm so happy you're here today. We are going to be looking at exercises you can do to free up muscles in your jaw that maybe have become tightened to a level that you are no longer voluntarily controlling, making jaw movements hard, whether it's to speak or to eat. You may find that because of stressors in your life, you're grinding or clenching at night. If you have had a lot of dental work done where you had to hold your mouth open for a long period of time, you may emerge from something like that with contracted muscles. If for some reason right now you are in some kind of chronic pain, oftentimes a clenching of the jaw can accompany that. So this is just an introduction to you. It's meant to inspire you to discover your own ways of working with your jaw. And just a reminder that in this type of work, Hanna somatic movements, we stay within a comfortable range and we're doing our movements without forcing anything. We also go in the direction of ease. So if there's a pattern currently, say for instance, your jaw wants to go more to one side, it's being held more to one side, you go in that direction of ease. So we'll be looking at different ways of moving, and we'll do what's called a means whereby, where you can kind of check it out. Does it feel like it's easier to take my jaw to one side or the other? Is it easier to go forward or back? And then you'll have the opportunity to move in whatever direction of ease you may discover. When you're working with your jaw, let your movements be smaller than what you think you could do. If it's helpful, so a lot of times you've never even thought about intentionally moving your jaw. And so if it's helpful in thinking about moving this, you could think about moving your chin. You could think about moving your lower row of teeth. So just take a moment. I'm doing this sitting. Lying down is a great position to do this in. Take a moment. If you'd like, close your eyes and just tune into your body. Do what we call a body scan. Scan from your head to your toes. And then come back up and pay particular attention to what you're noticing within your jaw. Now slowly move your jaw a little to one side. And gently release it back to center. Do the same thing to the other side. Move your jaw a little to the side and then slowly let it come back to center. That's a voluntary pandiculation. It has two parts. Doing your movement consciously, intentionally, only as far as you go comfortably, and then a slow, controlled release towards your neutral. So you're contracting muscles to move, and then you're slowly decreasing the level of contraction and coming out of the movement you did. Let's do that movement. If you discovered a direction of ease, go to that side a few times. Then you can begin to slowly alternate. And as best you can, do your movement without watching me. So you're going to take your jaw a little to one side and then slowly release it to center. Taking your jaw to the other side and slowly releasing. And when you complete your next movement, just pause a moment and notice what new sensations you may notice. So now we're going to explore a different movement, and side to side kind of tends to be easier to understand if you're new to working with your jaw. This next movement can seem a little odd. You're going to be moving your jaw forward, so lower row of teeth a little in front of upper row of teeth, and then backward. There's usually not a lot of movement, especially backward. Remember to be gentle. So you take your jaw forward a little, slowly let it come back, and then move your jaw back a little and slowly let it come forward. If there was a direction of ease, you can go in that direction a couple of times and then once or twice alternate, but keep your movement pandicular, meaning there is a clear release out of your movement before you begin to move again. And when you complete the cycle you're in the midst of, pause a moment, notice the sensations. We're going to now look at moving your jaw in a more vertical dimension, lowering it, which is an opening of your mouth, and then lifting it, which is a closing. When you're lifting your jaw, be very careful that you're not clenching or gnashing your teeth together. It's just a very gentle movement up. Let's start lowering your jaw and then slowly releasing it up. Now gently lift your jaw and then slowly release and let it come down to wherever it just rests. And now we can alternate. Release out of the movement you're in and pause. And now we'll combine those movements into sort of a circular pattern. If you found in the side to side that it was easier to take your jaw to one side, start to that side first. You're going to take your jaw a little to one side, then lower it, move it around to the other side, lift it up, and release in towards center. So it will look something like this. Circle a few times in that direction, tuning into the sensations of the movement you are doing within your body, and then change directions. Complete that movement, rest a moment, tune into the area of your jaw, notice sensations. And if you found in trying to organize those movements that it's almost as if you were trying to move somebody else's jaw, you've probably located what Thomas referred to as sensory motor amnesia. because you're not sensing that part of your body as well as you could, because some muscles may have habituated to a high level of contraction, to some degree you've lost the ability to voluntarily move your jaw. And so by doing these movements, you regain a sense of that part of your body in movement. You reset muscles that have become chronically tight to a longer resting tone, both of which serve to give you to regain voluntary movement of your jaw. It will make the movements your jaw has to do in speaking, in eating, when it has to open, say to have dental work done, those movements will be able to be done with less effort. They'll be more comfortable. Please let this be an invitation to exploring lots of different ways that you may move your jaw. Your relationship to gravity can affect your movement. So if you were, say, doing this lying down, your relationship to gravity would be different. You can explore lots of different vectors, diagonally moving your jaw, circling in different orbits. Let this just be an invitation to begin tuning into making friends with your lovely jaw. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste.